What is up, everybody? Crypto Hedge here with another live stream update. Sorry that the browser's not here. I kind of just rushed into this live stream. I wanted to get it done and over with. Not really done and over with, but I have a little friend here with me today. I actually picked it up at a house that I had to clean out that I sold. And it's actually pretty cool. I don't know if this is I'm just going to show it to you guys. It's really kind of weird, but it's actually pretty freaking cool. It's a damn chicken, okay? Look at that. I mean, this is like a real chicken, but it's not because I don't think it's a stuffed chicken, but you know Charlie Lee and the chicken thing and everything. I mean, this is definitely my little new mannequin here. My little friend that's going to be with me for the live stream today. Just wanted to show them to you guys. I don't know how this thing was dusty when I got it, and it's still dusty, but say hello to the chicken. Say hello. All right, I'm going to pop in the browser now. I hope everyone is having a fantastic Monday. It's the beginning of the week. I've had a fantastic Monday. Everything is just great right now, and I'm really excited to talk about the markets with you guys. There's a lot of good things I want to touch base on, and it's not just Litecoin or Vertcoin. It's the entire cryptocurrency market, and I'm going to throw some speculation out to you guys and also scenarios, and it's going to be freaking awesome. So we're going to jump right into this. I don't have my laptop charger with me today, so I am on 87% battery right now. Hopefully my computer decides to work, and not run out of battery just like that one time. But I'm going to go ahead and pop up the window here. We're gonna get started right now. Hope everyone's doing great. All right, there we go. My little friend here, little chicken. This is a freaking real chicken, guys. I don't know how long it took the person to put every damn feather, but I mean, it's not real, but it's real enough. It's real enough. All right, so let's get started, guys. We're going to go over a bunch of stuff. I'm going to check out the chat box to make sure everything's spicy in the chat box. Everyone's getting along. Not too much craziness. People right now are holding Bitcoin for the fork. Yes, they are. What is up? Love the chicken, man. Oh, yeah. Looks like everyone's here. Am I looking at the falling wedge? I have seen it. It is valid, but could become invalidated. I'm not sure. We have to go look at it. But we're gonna get into the spiciness right now. I messaged but no response. Message me again on Twitter if you message me. I probably get like 50 DMs a day, and it's impossible for me to keep up with them. I'm not like trying to sound like cool. It's just unfortunate because I do get a lot. Is it difficult to get into Crypto Hedge's trading group? We do have a cap size. We recently did a poll about either keeping a limit on the amount of people in the group or upping the monthly fee, and they chose to have the fee increased monthly so that it wouldn't, because they don't want the group to get out of hand when there's too many people. So we have a bunch of things coming. There's going to be 2 groups actually, so just wait and see. There's a lot of things in stores. Me and Jeffrey are working endlessly. Jeffrey is going to be doing full-time crypto. I'm trying to put certain things in place so that I can do crypto full-time, although it probably seems like I do, but you guys already know I don't sleep, so I mean, it is what it is. Crypto Hedge goes live and Bitcoin goes up. As soon as you give up on Litecoin, that is when it runs. I agree with you, Joe. I could agree with you on that. Dude, should I sell my Vertcoin so I can join at the fork? I don't really, I'm not like Mr., oh my God, I gotta get the free coins. Oh, I don't have that in me. It's just not living inside me. So I'm not too, crazy about the fork and getting these coins that possibly I might not even be able to sell. But we're gonna jump into the business. Someone just said Bitcoin's going up. Let's go look at the bit. Let's go check it out. It's at $5,930. Yeah, Bitcoin has really done well. We see the hammers here, and it's just continuously holding its gains. And we're going to get to why that's happening. We are really in a point with cryptocurrencies that we've never been in before. Like, we are in a very interesting point. So, people say, we're going to see these 40% retracements after we see these highs and blah, 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 blah. And I beg to differ, actually. So we're going to jump into that. Vertcoin has been doing fantastic. It's looking spicy-licious. Some people might want to call this a dirty head and shoulders pattern on the 30-minute, but I don't think so. I think Vertcoin's going to be one of those coins that goes over 1,000% in 2018. That's what I think. So I definitely have my Vertcoin, and I'm going to be hodling it. Hodl, hodl, hodl. But according to the charts, Vertcoin looks like it does need to take a breather. If you look at the indicators, it was very overbought. It's actually not overbought right now. So it definitely already took that breather. You can see on the on-balance volume, the volume is continuing to increase. No hesitation there. So, I think Vertcoin is in uncharted waters. It's sitting in uncharted waters. It's getting spicy. And I think that it's going to continue to go up, now until whenever. I think by the end of the year, you guys probably, and I will probably be shocked on where Vertcoin sits price-wise. But we're going to get into the juiciness right now. It's a little too spicy right now, and I'm going to tell you why. So you got, I don't even know where to start. Let's just start with Vertcoin in the charts, and then we'll get over to everything else. So, Vertcoin broke out of this price channel, didn't fall back into the price channel, actually dipped off after it hit 80,000 Satoshis, fell down actually pretty fast. It was a little bit, it was fun watching my Blockfolio at those top prices. And I didn't swing. Unfortunately. Not unfortunately. I don't really care to swing it right now. I'm not going to risk swinging my Vertcoin. Some of you guys did. Oh, I sold it at 78K. Congratulations. That's an awesome swing. I'm not making fun of you. That's a great swing. You guys swung it at almost $5 and probably bought it down at these lower prices where it's sitting. More power to you. That's awesome. I haven't swung it. But you can see it's out of the price channel right now. We did the comparative analysis. It's doing fantastic. I think Vertcoin still is going to chillax a little bit here. I think that it's probably going to consolidate. Not too much of a downtrend. Maybe it'll bounce off the top of this price channel. But Vertcoin is very relevant, and I think it's going to continue to do very well. We saw, like I said, the higher low right here, the higher bottom here for Vertcoin, meaning that that's just extremely bullish. We're moving into ultra bullish waters. Excuse me. But yeah, Vertcoin, hodl. I have too much Vertcoin, and I feel like I need more because I think this coin is just gonna freaking do crazy things in the near future. So that's that. Litecoin to Bitcoin pair. Sorry, I'm not looking at the chat box right now. Hopefully it's not getting too rowdy. I need to delete this. I don't even know what I was doing here. But you guys can say it's in a falling wedge. For Litecoin. I think it's going to find ground here fairly soon. I don't think it's going to fall down to here. I think Litecoin is looking spicy. I re-upped on my bags of Litecoin because I felt so guilty putting a lot of it into Vertcoin. So I went back in with it after that dip today with Litecoin and just re-upped my bags of Litecoin because I think it's going to do well. I think it's going to do well. But yeah, so, Stratus did well today. Stratus, let's get over to the Strat. Right here. Stratus did well today. It did great today. The volume has spiked tremendously. We can see it's coming down a little bit here. We're seeing little faulty spikes with some of these altcoins. Even with Stratus, it fell down to this bottom here. Almost looks like a double bottom, but not quite. And it pumped up. You can see these candles, long tails on the upper side, which is bearish. So it's probably going to move down a little bit here, but I'm not expecting it to fall. I think everyone and their mother was calling for a Stratus run for the longest time, and Stratus still has yet to really impress any of us. More or less the rest of the altcoins that were waiting for the altcoin party to start. And I have a feeling that this altcoin party is going to start probably after these free coin forks. I think that's when these alts are just really going to take off. And you can see, like I said, Stratus has already been, showing a lot of volume and quite a lot of interest even before the forks. So, I think whales have been holding this coin down for quite some time, shaking the salt shaker, getting people out of the trade, scaring them off, just like some people, even with Vertcoin. We can see Vertcoin is having little spikes, and we're seeing little salt shakers. The whales are shaking the weak hands out, and I'm telling you, exactly what I'm doing because I'm not a financial advisor. Just hodl. Just hodl. This is not chain coin. I'm not shilling chain coin here. You know, chain coin was like the biggest shill scam of them all. Vertcoin has value, and I think that hodl is the way to go. Just like with Litecoin, I'm glad I got some more Litecoin because I think it will do good. So yeah, that is that. This is that. No more charts because we're gonna get into the juicy stuff. Actually, I want to look at Bittrex right now, real quick. No, we're not gonna look at Bittrex. All right, so we're gonna get to Vertcoin. One little analysis I made here on the market cap. Then we're gonna get to the forks. I'm on 78% battery. I think I'm doing pretty well. We just knocked out a little bit of stuff, I guess. Just don't want my computer to run out of battery. So so we could see where is Vertcoin. Let's scroll down here. Let's scroll down. Where is Vertcoin? Vertcoin's in 32nd place. Okay, moment of silence. 32nd place. Literally, what, a month ago it was like barely making the top 100 out of all the cryptocurrencies. It's in 32nd place. That's like amazing, guys. And you guys can see that the 24-hour volume is 28 million. It was over 50 million, which is almost half of the market cap, which is absolutely bonkers. That just tells you right there, go all in. No, I'm just playing. Don't go all in. Don't ever do that. Always diversify. But the fact that it's having such tremendous volume and the market cap is just still quite low. I mean, the 24-hour volume is like peaking and touching. What the heck is 100? What is that? What circulating supply? That's not Vertcoin. What am I doing? Yeah, it is. Okay, so 40 million supply. Well, it has the same as Litecoin, but you can see 28 million 24-hour volume. Like I said, it was above 50 million before I think we even saw 100 million market cap for Vertcoin. That should tell you something right then and there, that it's just not going to withstand these lows for much longer. It's $3 right now. I told you guys, we looked at the NEO charts the other day. Now we're looking at the Vertcoin charts. We did a comparison the other day. I'm still following that. I think it's going to look spicy-licious. And I think that we could see a $50 Vertcoin by the end of the year. I don't know, but I think that, next year we're going to see just tremendous growth. Let's say 40-cent Vertcoin we saw this year. We probably saw it lower than that this year. It's already at $3, which is a tremendous increase. And I think that we're going to see, thousands of percent in growth with Vertcoin, just like we saw with Litecoin. It was chilling around a couple of dollars and then it just took off. The reason behind that is more or less because of SegWit and introducing it to Coinbase and blah blah blah. But same thing with Vertcoin. Vertcoin isn't on Coinbase. Vertcoin isn't on quite a few exchanges. It's on Bittrex and I think Poloniex, but there's still quite a few exchanges that it could be on. I mean, it's not even on the Korean exchange yet. The BitThumb that we saw, we had that party back then with BitThumb buying the crap out of all these coins, and Litecoin happened to be one of them. So a lot of future there with Vertcoin, and it's 32nd on the market cap. Fantastic. It's just absolutely fantastic. So I just wanted to, shill Vertcoin a little bit more because it's a coin that should be shilled. So I'm just going to keep shilling it. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. All right, so let's get over to the real stuff. This is where it gets super spicy. Before we get into this spice, I need to check out the chat box. So give me one moment. We're going to get into this spice. I'm going to give you guys my speculation. I was like, preparing for this mentally on my way here to the office because I had to pick up something. I had a box here that I had to pick up. But I was thinking mentally, how am I going to talk about this? Because there's so much to talk about. The confusion with Bitcoin, the Bitcoin forks, what the heck is going on here, and what's going to be the end result? We're going to get to that in a second. Let me check out the chat box real quick. We have 248 hedgers, the Hedge family tuning in right now. Make sure to smash that like button for me. Make sure to smash that like button. What's up, guys? What's up, Joe Marshall? Thank you for tuning in. Joe Marshall is a smart guy. You guys should follow him on Twitter. He's a smart guy. He's a good trader. He's someone I talk to on the regular. Shout out to Joe Marshall. He's one of my my day oneers. What's up, Heather be thy name? We got Heather in the house. How are you doing? Syscoin's dying. We'll look at Syscoin after we get through all the spiciness. I care about Litecoin. I care about Litecoin too. We're going to get into why I think, Litecoin's going to do fantastic soon. And not even just Litecoin. We'll get into it. What up, what up? Thank you for tuning in. Vertcoin, just give it a couple days. I'm right there with you, Tom. Just for that chat, I need to make you a moderator. Like, plain and simple. I think we need a lot more moderators because I can't keep up with adding people as moderators. But I'm glad everyone is doing good in the chat box. We're gonna get into it. What is this? Verge is awesome. I know, but yeah, I think Verge is actually holding up quite well. It's actually pretty impressive. Litecoin to $155 coming from flat Earth. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. I felt guilty. We have Litecoin at such low prices right now. I mean, we could still see a bounce at $50 since it broke support from 55. We saw that bounce from 55, and I was so sure. I was like, oh my gosh, Litecoin's going to $100. But it still hasn't really. I mean, if you bought in at $55 when I was like shilling it, you're still not in a loss. I mean, like it's $54 right now. I literally picked up my bag today at like 53 something. It's holding its ground right now, and it's not losing a lot of value. I mean, I know Litecoin is like the coin of all coins that follows Bitcoin precisely. Amen to that. But I think Litecoin is going to do well, and I think that I really it's hard for me to say. I'm leaning on the side of still a bullish Bitcoin because of all of this big money that we've never seen before coming into this space. But we're going to get into that right now. But one more minute in the chat box. I just got to see. Believe in the long term, but Vertcoin going to 40 sats. I think Vertcoin could bounce off of 40,000 Satoshis. Don't get me wrong. I think I even mentioned that in the crypto campus club today, that it could bounce off of 40,000 Satoshis. I mean, it dipped down to that area today, but it got bought up really quickly, and I think it still needs to trend down a little bit. It needs to rest. We had a huge run. Gosh, Vertcoin was under $1 a month ago. I mean, this thing needs to rest. It almost hit $5 freaking. Like, that's crazy. So I would be very fine with Vertcoin taking a little nap. And while it takes that nap, I will be picking up more, dependent on how big the nap is. I mean, if the nap goes down to like 30,000 Satoshis, I might have to just buy too much. But if it goes down to 40,000 Satoshis, I'm kind of expecting that, especially looking at the Fibonacci's. So yeah, let's get into the spice, guys. Vertcoin $10 coming soon. Absolutely, I think Vertcoin $10 right around the corner. And I think after it hits that, I really kind of can see a $50 Vertcoin by the end of the year. And we were all saying Bitcoin, $6,000 by the end of the year. Yeah, I hit over $6,000 a few days ago. So I think we're underestimating some of these, some of the growth that we could see in some of these coins. And Vertcoin happens to be one of those coins that, I mean, pull out the frickin' chicken, guys. I mean, pull out the chicken for Litecoin too. I mean, gosh, these Segwit coins. We've been talking about the Segwit coin. Decred is in the works of making an exchange, decentralized exchange. Decred. Hashtag Segwit. All right, let's get to the juiciness. People will jump back into Litecoin when it moves. I think so, but I don't think people are going to give up the Vert either. I mean, maybe they'll sell a little bit of the Vertcoin. I know a lot of people sold some of their Litecoin to get into that Vertivert, but I think Vertcoin is still going to hold those gains. And I'm telling you right now, just like I told you, don't swing your Vertcoin because you're going to end up buying it at a higher price. We're seeing consistent shakeouts with Vertcoin because these whales are greedy and they want to get that cheap Vertcoin. So like I said, it's safe to hodl, in my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor, of course, but yeah. So with Vertcoin, what I've been seeing, and I've been a little bit of a part of it, but I am nothing in compared to some of these people that really, really are trying to pick up this cheap Vertcoin before it really takes off. That's what's going on right now. We are in the accumulation stages of Vertcoin. Because it's so relevant and it really does need to be valued at a higher price. So I think that we are in a severe in a good way, accumulation zone for Vertcoin, and you're seeing little shakeouts here and there because people are like, oh my god, it dipped to like from 55,000 Satoshis to 50,000 Satoshis in like 10 minutes. It's going down to like 10,000 Satoshis right now. Oh my gosh, I'm selling. And then they sell, and then Vertcoin goes right back up to that level. So it's continuous shakeouts trying to get people to sell like 1,000 Vertcoin orders, sell them right into the whale's hands, and that's just the facts of the whales. Just being plain and simple. All right, I know I keep saying we're gonna get into the juiciness, but we're getting into the juiciness right now. So I just saw this I'm on 68% battery. We're doing good. All right, so I saw this timeline. This is blog.gdax. I just posted this about the two forks that are coming, the Bitcoin or B2X, SegWit2X fork, and also the Bitcoin Gold fork. Now, SegWit2X, I'm not worried about. Bitcoin Gold, I'm also not worried about. Bitcoin Gold is like a direct fork of Vertcoin. I mean, it's like plain and simple. Bcash or Btrash, Bitcoin Cash, was a direct fork of Litecoin. So, as interesting as it is, we can go look at Btrash right now. I don't even know what the thing is. Is it BCH? Is it BCH? I don't even know. This might be BitConnect. No, it's Bcash. Bcash is trending at $312. Look at that downtrend. I mean, nobody wants Bcash. They're selling their Bcash. It's Btrash. I mean, you can even see from Tone Vase. Tone Vase is even talking just endless crap about it. But Bitcoin Gold is coming in hot and heavy, and it's going to be, the free coin that everyone's going to get, but where are they going to sell? I think there's like a few exchanges that are going to be trading it, or if not, it's already trading right now. I don't know, but we're going to get into the deepest, best speculation you've ever heard in a minute. So GDAX has no intent to be trading Bitcoin Gold. They do with the SegWit2X shenanigans. They are, I guess, going to be right here. If you look right here, where is it? They're going to be opening it to be traded wherever it is. Well, enough said. The Bitcoin SegWit2X fork is projected to take place on November 16th and will temporarily result in two Bitcoin blockchains. Following the fork, the current Bitcoin blah 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 and the as blah blah blah, and the forked blockchain will trade as Bitcoin 2X. They have no intent in trading Bitcoin Gold. Bam, shabam! It definitely takes all of my worry of Bitcoin Gold threatening Vertcoin, just like Bitcoin Cash threatened Litecoin, but yet GDAX is like one of the biggest exchanges, and they still don't have Bitcoin Cash. They're going to allow people to access it by January of next year, when it becomes worthless and probably like a couple dollars. I don't know. But so Bitcoin Gold isn't a threat. And if we scroll down to here, right here, Bitcoin Gold, the Bitcoin Gold is projected to take place on October 23rd. Today's October 23rd. Information about this fork has been limited, and there are concerns about its security and stability. As a result, we do not believe it is safe to allow support for Bitcoin Gold at this time if the blockchain proves to be secure and valuable, which I don't think is ever going to happen, just like Bitcoin Cash. GDAX may choose to support it, and at that point, credit your account with an amount of Bitcoin Gold equal to your Bitcoin balance at the time of the fork. You guys, I mean, I just don't see them taking on Bitcoin Gold. I just don't see that happening. Just like the same thing with Bitcoin Cash, they're gonna let you access it, but they might let you access their Bitcoin Gold, but I don't think that they're gonna be trading it. Like I said, Bitcoin Gold is like a direct fork of Vertcoin, which is ASIC resistant. Bitcoin Gold is ASIC resistant. This is kind of an interesting period of time that we're in right now. You've got all these forks, which is causing all of this confusion. It's causing all of this confusion. I mean, these forks are just really threatening, I think, the main chain, although the main chain is always going to be the main chain and the strongest chain, in my opinion. This is just not good. And I really finally hit the soul today. It's like these forks aren't going to stop. You know, you've got how many forks now? There's going to be 3 forks now. This is ridiculous. And there's going to be more forks and more forks. And they're all going to be unfavored. So I don't really understand, this is just ridiculous to be seeing all these forks. It's not going to stop. And I mean, the end result of all of this could really, really threaten Bitcoin as a whole, leading us into looking at different coins like Vertcoin or Litecoin or some of these coins that, aren't going to have these issues and threats. But I mean, like I said, I think that Vertcoin has a huge future, and I don't think it's going to be threatened with Bitcoin Gold at all. If anything, people that get their Bitcoin Gold and they find some way to sell it, if it is even feasible, they'll throw it into Vertcoin. So that's my thoughts on that. It's good to see GDAX is not going to be supporting it, just like they didn't support Bitcoin Cash. But yeah, so like my thoughts on all of these forks is just, I got into my first Bitcoins during the Silk Road days, and I love Bitcoin, blah blah blah. But if you look at the actual, big picture, I know Bitcoin is the gold standard. It's what started all of this. But Bitcoin is so inconvenient. I mean, even the other day when I was trying to load my Bitcoin onto Bittrex so that I can buy some Vertcoin around like I think it was like 30 something Satoshis when I did buy it. I ended up buying it, but it's like the transaction times are ridiculous. I don't care what happens or what gets implemented. Bitcoin is never going to be as fast as Litecoin. It's just not going to be. And it kind of, I mean, excuse my ignorance, but kind of confuses me as to why why people are putting so much energy to upgrade or fix a problem that's clearly not fixable. With Bitcoin, atomic swaps with Bitcoin. Oh, let me just atomic swap my Bitcoin to Litecoin so that I can actually pay for this cup of coffee and take it home the same day. It makes no common sense to me. I don't hate Bitcoin. I love Bitcoin. That's where I started. I think a lot of people started off in that realm. And I'm not doubting it. I'm not saying that Bitcoin is going to be replaced, but when it comes to the economic side of things, Bitcoin is just, it's irrelevant. It's like it's like Paris Hilton. Bitcoin is like, the hot coin. It's always going to be the hot coin, but it's dumb. It's like a dumb coin. It's like, it's not, whatever, moving forward. So what I think, I don't think Bitcoin is going to be replaced. I don't lean on that side at all. But I think that there is a possibility that could actually happen if we come to a certain point in time. Now, we do have a lot of money. We have institutional investors getting into this space. We know that they've already traded $1 million in options already. People are getting in, and they want to get in, which is another reason why I don't think we're going to see these crazy dips with Bitcoin. I think that we're going to see the smallest smear of manipulation from these institutional investors because they want to get in. And there's a lot of money sitting on the sidelines still to get into Bitcoin. So I'm not saying Bitcoin is terrible. I had to go on a little bit of a rant there because these forks, I mean, anyone in their right mind, anyone that's new to crypto, getting into this, they're going to be baffled and confused. Although some of us understand these forks and the intent behind them, the whole point of what we're trying to succeed at and get to that next level with cryptocurrencies is to reduce the complexity of cryptocurrencies or transactions or point of sale transactions. That's what we're trying to do in the crypto space, and these forks are just like confusion overload. So that's what I gotta say about that. Bitcoin Gold is not a threat. I think Vertcoin's fine, and just gonna leave it at that. So I'm gonna get over to these two articles real quick. These are articles about cryptocurrencies move a step closer to the mainstream. The opening of the Ledger X platform creates the possibility of large-scale trading among traditional financial institutions. A lot of money that's on the sidelines, and like I'll get to it in a minute. Hold on, I need to focus my thoughts. So if you look at this article, I don't even know, Ledger X plans to introduce longer dated contracts and Ethereum and possibly other cryptocurrency swaps and options. Now, people have come out and said, oh, they're only going to be accepting 5 cryptocurrencies. Only 5. That's it. Moving forward. I don't think they're only going to accept 5. I think that they are going to obviously pick some of the top cap coins initially to be traded in regards to options on the Ledger X platform when it comes to institutional money. But I think that Ledger X is going to open up probably in a relatively quick time span to tons of other cryptocurrencies. Not tons, but quite a few other cryptocurrencies. And I'm not saying like all 1,000 plus cryptocurrencies. I think that probably like maximum like 100 cryptocurrencies, probably less than that as well. I don't think it's going to be like overstock.com where they just accepted every cryptocurrency on Earth. I think that they're going to take time to research these coins and think what's really going to have that potential and what would be best to be traded. So initially, I think that this institutional money is going to get into Bitcoin. Gosh, Litecoin is at a major discount, I think personally. It's at what's trading at, what is it at right now? $54.45. That's a discount. And I think Litecoin is going to be the next one to really surge up. And I think it's going to be one of these scenarios where it's like overnight, these currencies that they initially start trading are just going to boom. Like I'm saying, like they're going to 2x, 3x in price overnight, if not more. Um, and that's really what I think. And I think Litecoin is going to be a part of that. And I think that I think it's going to start off like the top coins. It's going to be like Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, and Ripple. I think those are. I don't know the fifth one. I hope it's not Bitcoin Cash. That would be a little crazy. But that's what I think is going to happen at first, and I think it's going to open up possibly to Vertcoin, like maybe down the road. I wouldn't doubt that at all. But I think what's going to happen, like I said, we're going to see these coins start to get eaten up like crazy, like bought like crazy by these institutional investors, and people are going to start just probably like leaving the alts, trying to chase these gains with these primary coins like Litecoin, et cetera, which I guess could be somewhat a good option. But also, I think that it would be best to hodl some of these coins like Vertcoin and some of them when it comes to that time. I don't know when this is going to happen. I think it's going to be no later than the end of November when they actually start bringing in billions of dollars instead of just $1 million. But I think that I think you should have some lighty in your pocket. Pull out the chicken. I definitely re-upped on my Litecoin because I think it's gonna. I think and like I said with Bitcoin. Sorry if I'm jumping all over the place. I woke up at 4 a.m. this morning. So I'm like half here, half not here. I'm like a ghost right now. So Bitcoin USD, you see the hammers here. We're in that price channel. And the price is just not really dumping that much. I know people think it's going to dump after the fork because of the free coins and whatever. They want to get into these altcoins. There's going to be an altcoin party. I think there's going to be an altcoin party. But, I guess I'm jumping all over the place because I think there's going to be an altcoin party. But I think that at the same time, any time in between this altcoin party that happens, there's going to be billions of dollars starting to come into these top cap coins like Ripple, Litecoin, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. And I can't hate on Ethereum because Ethereum is going to be one of those coins that's traded through these institutional big money, big pocket people or institutions. I don't even know what I'm saying. So that's what I think. I really couldn't see Bitcoin dumping too hard. I am expecting a dip after the fork. But I don't think it's going to be anything to call home about or cry about. I think that it's going to, if it does fall hard, I think it's going to be short and quick, in my opinion. That's a scenario. It could fall freaking to $2,300. That's a possibility as well. But I'm just giving you my speculation because I think that we are in times that we've never been in with cryptocurrencies, and we hit $6,200. And it's really not falling that much. It's basically consolidating. We're seeing multiple hammers here, basically little shake-offs, and they're getting bought right up. Hi, this is Crypto Hedge. Thank you for tuning in. But yeah, so that's my thoughts on that. I hope you guys understand it a little bit. But yeah, those are my thoughts on Bitcoin. I think, XRP is at a very big discount right now, but I'm still a little bit pissed off at XRP because I sold it at a loss, but I basically made all those gains back with moving it into Vertcoin. But Ripple's still at the way below where I sold it. It dropped like a sack. And I know that there's like people in the chat box saying Ripple's going ham right now. I don't know what you're looking at, man. Ripple's sitting, it's chilling like a villain. So those are my thoughts on the fork. I think that we will see a dump. But I think it will be relatively quick. I don't think it's going to be like a total bear market. I think there's going to be a good few years that we're going to see this crazy mainstream introduction, adoption, and money coming into this space. It's only growing. People can't get their mind off this stuff. And I just don't see any significant 50% dump with Bitcoin or something like that. It's just really hard for me to think. So that's what I think. And we'll see Litecoin over here. Litecoin is still doing fine. Basically almost what you could say or perceive as a double bottom here with Litecoin. It's definitely, it's a little bit oversold here. On balance volume is steady. But you guys know that I'm very keen on the Vert right now. I really do think Vertcoin is definitely something that you should have a nice size of your portfolio in. In my opinion, I'm not a financial advisor, so you need to trade at your own risk. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the fork. I think I covered everything. I hope I covered everything. Litecoin is not a dump to me. I think that Litecoin is going to do fine. I mean, you can see, there's been bots. People call it bots. I think it is bots. I mean, that's what it looks like. Um, with Litecoin, let's get over to Litecoin. I mean, there's been consistent bots just holding down the price, just sell, sell. I mean, it's still going right here. You can see this is continuous bots selling Litecoin. I can't tell you. I couldn't tell you what that is. But it seems like, even with this bot action, Litecoin is holding ground. It's holding its position. It's not dumping. I don't think it's going to go below 50 bucks in my opinion. I would be shocked if that happened. And I think that, like I said, there's just trillions of dollars, not billions, that are waiting to get into this space. And I think that, like I said, it's going to be like an overnight thing with some of these, like with Litecoin. I think it's going to be like an overnight thing. You're going to wake up and be like, holy crap, Litecoin's $150. Like, what the heck? I think it's going to be kind of like that. I think that's a scenario because I just think that's a scenario. We are in times where SHIT is about to get real. So I definitely, I felt guilty, and after doing my research and coming up with my speculation, if you will, I kind of just came to the point where, like, I have a lot of Vertcoin. I love Vertcoin, but Litecoin is a lot easier to access, and it's definitely going to be one of those coins that Ledger X first starts trading as options. So I had to rebag my Litecoin. I still had some Litecoin at the time when I sold some of it, but I had to get back to the amount that I had before, and that was all fresh powder that I threw at that because I just can't give up my Vertcoin. I think Vertcoin's going to go over 1,000%. In 2018, if not more. But yeah, so Litecoin, I still think it's really undervalued. Bitcoin, I don't see too much craziness or volatility. Honestly, it's holding up. I'm not going to keep repeating myself. I think everyone heard me a million times. I just think that there's going to be a dump, but it'll be quick and spicy. Let's get over here. Oh, I didn't even show you guys this. I read these articles in a statement in the press today. Bitcoin, blah blah blah. I don't think that's where it is. Right here. So notably, while the initial Ledger X trades appear to be exclusively in Bitcoin, not necessarily at the moment it is. The details of the license give the company the ability to add other assets that qualify as cryptocurrencies. Well, simply put, there's not thousands, but over 1,000 cryptocurrencies out there, and this license gives them the ability to trade anything that's qualified as blockchain technology cryptocurrency. So very interesting article. It's kind of vague, but at the same time, it really spices things up. So I think that there will be an altcoin party. Stratus is already waking up before the fork. Vertcoin is doing its own thing, kind of like what Ripple does. It just beats to its own pace. I think there's going to be an altcoin party, but I think that you should definitely consider holding some of these coins that are probably and most likely going to be traded by LedgerX at first glance until they start introducing other cryptocurrencies, which they will undoubtedly. But like I said, what's going to happen is people are going to dump these alts after this upcoming alt party, which I think is going to absolutely happen. They're going to be dumping these alts. It's like, oh my gosh, Litecoin just went up to $150 overnight. I gotta buy this. So they're going to do that, and they're going to do that with the Ripple and Ethereum and etc. So yeah, and out of all the coins, out of Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, I'm most happy to be holding Litecoin right now when it comes to this big money coming in, because Ethereum, gosh, you guys know I'm like so biased about Ethereum, and Bitcoin, it's really expensive in the forks and blah blah blah. So Litecoin is kind of calling me. It's like, crypto hedge, buy me. So I bought some. Like I said, the full bag. So that's my thoughts on that. I mean, here's another article. I mean, talking about gosh, we're not even done yet. Where is it? I read this article and I can't even think of. Yeah, they only traded $1 million so far, and $1 million is nothing compared to these trillions of dollars that can get in. Where is it? I want to show you guys, because there's multiple articles talking about how there's going to be multiple different alternative coins that are going to jump into the game. right here. So there's a growing demand for exposure to Bitcoin and altcoins by institutional investors. One has to keep in mind these types of investors will not sign up for a centralized exchange, obviously, nor will they, obviously, I don't even think that's what I'm supposed to be reading. Institutional investors won't use local Bitcoin, obviously, so I don't know where, right here. So, where is it? These investment vehicles provide exposure to Bitcoin and sometimes other cryptocurrencies without forcing investors to actually buy Bitcoin or altcoins themselves. I can't find part of the article. I'm sorry, guys, but you guys saw the two other ones that are talking about how they're going to be introducing other coins. So keep that in mind, and also keep Litecoin in mind. You've got the chicken here, Mr. Charlie. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys, I am going to be doing a live conference with James Lovejoy, the lead developer of Vertcoin. Awesome, intelligent, smart individual, MIT student, brilliance on every level. And I already did an interview with him previously, but the sound was absolutely terrible. I think people got headaches after watching that interview because of the sound being so bad. So we're going to be doing a different approach by doing a Google Hangouts, and it's going to be more so on the conference side. It's going to be exciting, so I wouldn't miss out on that live stream that I'm going to be doing with James Lovejoy, the lead developer of Vertcoin. A lot of cool things that are going to be talked about. What else? What else did I want to talk about? Can't think of it. Lost my train of thought. But yeah, so I think that we're going to be doing this conference no later than the first week of November. So I was talking to him today. So stay tuned for that, guys. Oh yeah, so we can go over the news real quick. The news is crazy. The Bitcoin. This guy is so jelly. He's so jelly. I mean, he's like Jamie Dimons times 2. Saudi Prince Al Walid. Sounds like Al Waleed. Bitcoin is going to implode. So this guy is like really sad that he didn't get to get Bitcoin at a low price. Unfortunately, too bad, so sad. Just like Jamie Dimon is kind of sad as well. Like he doesn't care, but he really deep down in his heart cares. But this guy's saying it's going to implode. It's a bubble. Blah blah blah. That's just going to make people buy more Bitcoin at the end of the day. And you got other articles here. Well, what else is here? Bitcoin is breaking all kinds of price records and cash strapped something. Bitcoin sells at 9.5K in Zimbabwe. I don't know how many times we're going to see articles about how Zimbabwe is trading Bitcoin at $9,500. But there's another one 8 hours ago. What's with all the Bitcoin hate? I don't know, NBC. You tell me. Big money stays away from booming Bitcoin. Oh, CNBC coming out with a little bit of FUD here. Bitcoin doesn't solve a main need in society right now. Oh, there's another guy talking crap. Yet Bitcoin still moves up. I didn't even see this article. 84 crypto hedge funds launched so far in 2017. Bitcoin market alone now worth nearly $100 billion. Institutional investors remain wary. Not for long. I just don't think that's going to hold up for long. Big money stays away. Oh, whatever. I mean, CNBC. We all know CNBC with cryptocurrencies is like... Next. All right, so I'm going to check out the chat box real quick. This concludes everything. Make sure to smash that like button. Follow me on Twitter at @CryptoHedge_. Also, subscribe to my channel. What's up? Also, if you are interested in joining the Crypto Campus Club, DM me on Twitter, although there is a waiting list. We're trying to work through it as fast as possible. But thank you for tuning in, guys. I'm going to check out the chat box. I will chat with you guys. We have 325 people watching right now. That's amazing. Like I said, make sure to smash that like button. Hope you guys really enjoyed this live stream. I tried to make it as spicy as possible. So I'm going to check out the chat box now. Thank you, guys. Thank you. How's the battery life? We did really well. I'm at 43% right now. I'm actually pretty happy that my computer held up. Oh, Holly Field. I like that. You've got a Vertcoin avatar picture there. Jamie Dimon of JP Morgan came out and said Bitcoin will hit $100,000. Joe Marshall, I know that's true if you're telling me that, so that's incredible that he's saying that. Maybe because he, manipulated the price, talked crap about it, and then bought the dip that everyone caught, and that's why he's actually, I think, being sued right now. So that's probably why he's talking talking good things about Bitcoin now. I'm not sure. Vertcoin is on Ledger, announced last Friday. Yes, it is. I'm very happy with that since I do utilize a Ledger Nano S. I'm new here. Send a hello to Barcelona. Awesome. We have someone from Barcelona, Spain here. Thank you for tuning in, Bruno. How I want to know, before everyone starts leaving me here, I want to know where people are from. I think we've hit every continent, but I want to see if there's any new countries here that I've never seen before tuning in. We get all kinds of new people. I mean, we had someone from North Korea here. I mean, what are the chances of that if they were telling the truth? I mean, I think we had someone from Zimbabwe too, but he kept changing where he was from. He's like, I'm from Zimbabwe. No, I'm not. But yes, I am. I don't know. Alrighty. Oh, see, look, we got someone from Antarctica. That's a first. We've got an Eskimo in the house. I like that. St. Louis, Missouri. That's what's up. Crypto News is over there in St. Louis, Missouri. Louisiana. Germany. How I would change from big to smart money at this title. Maybe. Germany, Albania. Brazil, Albania. Oh, we've got quite. Oh, that's the same person. Morocco, that's awesome. I think this is the first person from Morocco I've seen. Netherlands, awesome. Ireland, UK, South Carolina, Texas, Wales, Canada, Korea, just Korea, not North Korea or South Korea. Alaska and Eskimo is sort of a racist term, FYI. I apologize. I didn't mean to be racist there. I don't know if there's any Eskimos tuning in, but if there is, I didn't mean to be racist. Let's try to keep this PG. Canada, Las Vegas in the house. This is going too fast here. California, Los Angeles. From Japan, awesome. Thank you for tuning in. Illinois, City of Trees. Korea is Korea. Okay. Vancouver, South Pole, Kansas. I'm mining from my igloo. Okay, awesome. I mean, if you got Wi-Fi there, that's pretty cool. Can we have a beer break? Oh man, I don't have any beer, so it's just gonna be an end break. The moon, we've got people from the moon, Australia. Eskimos, shout out to all the Eskimos. I send you all the love. I'm not hating on Eskimos. All the love to the Eskimos. No hate, guys. Yeah, you guys gotta buy the crypto hedge coin too. Cryptocurrency makes my hair turn white. I think that I'm gonna start growing old quick too, because I'm like doing this. You guys know I don't sleep, guys. It's kind of crazy. I'm just doing this all the time. India, we've got someone from India here. India is a booming market right now for cryptocurrencies. We have $140 arbitrage Poloniex Bittrex right now. Interesting. Vertcoin to the moon, absolutely. What time is the Bitcoin fork? I think it's in like 7 hours. I'm sure you can find a countdown somewhere. Thank you, Heather Be That Name. Thank you for tuning in. What's up, Barrett? Nice to have you. We're wrapping things up here. The chat is manipulated, no freedom of speech. Nothing but crypto love here. What's up, Sums? He's from the Crypto Campus Club. I'm going to make you a moderator real quick. Let's do interviews with subscribers. I'm down to do interviews with subscribers, guys. I'm down. We could do that. That would be fun. I know I have a lot of smart followers, very intelligent followers. Fork is in 1 hour roughly, so we'll see. I'm probably gonna go live if I get home soon to do that. That's awesome. 1 hour from now. I don't want to be giving out wrong information. The fork is 1 hour from now. Sorry for the lack of knowledge. 6 blocks left. I know there's countdowns all over the place. Don't lose sleep over crypto. What's up, Lori? Thank you for tuning in. You guys know the altcoins I'm watching. The altcoins I'm watching are Syscoin, Stratus, Lisk, Vertcoin, Litecoin's one of them. I've been peeking at Verge, looking at Verge. XLM had a higher low on the charts, so I think XLM actually looks pretty good. But I'm watching these coins. I'm not FOMO buying these coins. Literally saying that I'm watching them. I'm not, because when I say I'm watching a coin, it does not mean go buy it. Oh my gosh, Crypto Hedge is talking about the coin. So thanks for another spicy live. Absolutely. Thank you for tuning in. Absolutely. Poor Sia Coin. I know, poor Sia Coin, guys. I feel bad for the Sia. XLM might have a deal with PayPal. That's interesting. I know that XLM has some pretty big things in stores, according to the news, and partnerships. Same with Ripple. So I don't think that we should overlook that. They will talk tomorrow about a potential deal, Carson. Awesome. I will definitely be looking for that. XLM possible cup and handle. I will look at that as well. You're a good guy. Good luck. Thank you, Wazim. How many hours before the fork? I think someone said an hour. 6 blocks left, which is fairly soon. Thanks for talking about a lot. Thanks for talking a lot about Vertcoin during the last 4 months. TP'd yesterday, but still holding quite a bit. Amazing future, just like Litecoin. Absolutely. It's under the Hedge radar. Bitcoin is taking a hit right now. It probably is because of the fork. 58.15. It's going up and down, up and down. We'll see what happens. I gave you guys a couple scenarios. It could dip a little bit and just come right back up real quick. It could be a long dip. It could be an extended dip, but it could just boom to the moon. There's a bunch of scenarios, but the scenarios I'm banking on is there's not going to be any crazy crashes with Bitcoin anytime soon. And I think that there will be a dump after the forks. So those are my opinions. By the way, I love your channel. I really appreciate the stuff you're doing for the community. Thank you, Tom. I really appreciate that. I'm doing it for you guys. I'm doing it for the supporters. The loyal Hedge family. Y'all are like super loyal. It's like we have like a cult over here. We have like a Hedge family cult. And I like that. It's like not a bad thing at all. Because we know what's up. You know, we're maximizing our profits. I'm from Saudi Arabia, which Al Walid is from. So you gotta tell him to not be jealous about Bitcoin. You gotta tell him. Don't be jealous about Bitcoin, buy it. You're the best, you rock. Thank you so much. Thank you, Left House, for tuning in. I need to make some moderators here before I tune out here. I might do a live stream when the fork happens, possibly. I'll probably be up. Hedge fam for life. For show, for show. What's up, Alex? Thank you for tuning in. Wait, what should I be dual mining with my ETH? I would be mining just Vertcoin. That's what I'm doing. The arbitrage is increasing. Right now we have a $200 difference between Poloniex and Bittrex. Interesting. I think there's a consistent issue with arbitrage with these exchanges. I don't know how they're going to fix that in the future, but it's definitely a consistent issue with some of these coins. What is the best wallet to keep your coins in? A hardware wallet, maybe the core wallets for the coin that you're holding, or a paper wallet. Don't leave them on the exchanges or on online wallets. I disagree. Bitcoin will probably hit 6.5K after the fork. It's possible, you know. Like I said, I don't think we're gonna see any crazy crashes, man. Hedge family making money. You already know, Kyle. We're all of us are making money here. First person I found when I joined Twitter. Glad I did, man. I owe you lunch one day. Made me money, bro. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. We're all here to jump in on these gains. Litecoin up after fork. I think Litecoin could rally after the fork. I think that there's going to be... can you mine Vertcoin with a Mac? I don't think so, no. RSI something. I don't know where that thing went. You tell everyone the truth. I try to keep it as transparent as possible. I mean... Y'all know that I'm like, you know, I reply to the good and the bad. You guys know I'm like super confrontational, so I think a lot of people ignore hate or whatever, but I mean I ignore the hate. I don't even get hate. It's just, but you know, you guys know that I'm like confrontational. I don't just hide behind the curtains. Oh my gosh, you know, I'll fess up or I'll, you know, own up to something if I say something or whatever it may be. Is there any way I can buy Ledger Nano in Saudi Arabia? I'm not sure. I think you should be able to if you go on their website. I have a link in the description below if you want to buy a Ledger Nano S. I gotta like do a giveaway and I'll give this chicken away. I'm not even kidding. Like, it's actually pretty cool. I have a bigger one. I got 2 of these. I have a bigger one than this. It's like a full tilt. Looks like a real chicken, but this one's like a little mini. mini chicken. So maybe I'll do a giveaway and y'all can win the Litecoin chicken. Don't say you're a cult, you speak the truth. Thank you, B Prop. I didn't mean saying that we're a cult in a bad way. I was just kind of saying that, my followers are really, really loyal, and, it is what it is. And I really cherish it. Put it in the background. I don't think I can put it in the background. But I will do a giveaway of the chicken if you guys want me to. I mean, it's kind of a weird giveaway, but whatever. Let's plan a Hedge family link up next year, South Beach. I'd be down to do that. I'm thinking about starting to do seminars in the future, like traveling and doing seminars to expand and talk about cryptocurrencies to people. That's one of my goals in the future to do. It's falling because it is an Elliott wave pattern. It is. Give the chicken away. I will. Buy the dip. Get in the choppa. Yeah, we gotta get in the Wolf of Wall Street choppa. Just got the one-click miner set up. Awesome. That's awesome. Will Bitmain ant miners remain profitable for years to come? Possibly. I think that the mining becomes more profitable as the coin increases in value. I believe I'm kind of a noob when it comes to mining. So seminars would be great. Yeah. Great show and analysis. Thank you. What do you think of timing for institutions will step in heavy on attempting regulations with crypto markets? I don't think any later than the end of November, in my opinion. I mean, they've already started to get in, so nobody wants the effing chicken. Oh, no, don't. This is the chicken. The chicken, the only chicken. I mean, how many of these are out there? I mean, this thing, where do you find something like this at a swap shop? I don't even know where you get a damn thing like that. I really see a smart leverage opportunity at Bitcoin right now. I can't run Vertcoin one-click miner because of something. All right, guys, thank you for tuning in. You guys are awesome. Make sure to smash that like button, like I said, and also follow me on Twitter. I'm just way too active on there, so it's worth following me. I do a lot of updates if I can't do a live stream. But take care, guys, and maybe I'll do a live stream later about maybe after the 4